Welcome, everyone. My name is Dr. Patrick Pabian. I'm the program director and chair here for the University of Kentucky Physical Therapy program. I want to welcome you all. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this hooding ceremony for the class of 2025. I need to acknowledge the dedication and perseverance that it took for these graduates to accomplish this feat of achieving the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree here at the University of Kentucky. To put this into context, a typical master's degree can be earned in approximately 40 credit hours at most institutions over the course of 2 years. A typical PhD program earned at institutions transpires with about 60 to 70 credit hours over 3 to 5 years. These individuals who sit before you achieved 137 credit hours over 3 years. That is beyond typical of many academic degree programs and something that is really, truly amazing and needs to be acknowledged for their hard work. Something else to consider. Approximately 2% of the population in the United States holds a doctoral degree. 2%. 5% of graduates from universities in this country were doctoral degrees. And less than 30% of these came from individuals who do not have a parent who went to college or earned an associate's degree. So for all of you, that's great work. Regardless of your background, your identity, your pathway, you were faced with many challenges, some known to us and to your peers, and likely many not known, some seen and some unseen. However, you're here today. You paved your path. I know that you had to persevere in your own ways, and I commend that. Keep your path and stay on it as you move beyond this institution, knowing that we as faculty and as an institution stand ready to assist you in times of need, whether to support your troubles in the future or celebrate your successes. It is with great pride that I see you all here today, knowing that people like you are here before us, and gives me great confidence in this profession, healthcare, and our society. You've rose to the occasion. We sought to teach you the art and science of physical therapy, but we've always aspired to send forth outstanding people from this program and university. You all are just that. Thank you for all you've done, and again, congratulations. This hooding ceremony is a special recognition upon graduates receiving doctoral degrees. Hooding ceremonies originated in the 11th or 12th century in European universities. It was introduced to distinguish graduating students as they began academic careers. Hooded robes often required for warmth in medieval universities. And they were used as a practical uniform of scholars they studied that produced written works. However, these robes and regalia are largely symbolic. Universities added colors to differentiate students on their academic majors, and the hoods became detached ornaments presented to graduates at the commencement ceremony. Hoods are used today to represent commitment to scholarly life, while modern-day graduates wear robes and caps. Those with doctoral degrees are presented the hoods to show their continued pursuit of knowledge. Such hoods are the expression of tradition used to communicate the wearer's school, degree, and field of study for their lives. For many participants, it symbolizes the culmination of graduate studies and the degree's recipient transition from student to colleague. I'm happy to call you colleagues today. For those parents, loved ones, relatives, friends here today, I can only imagine the pride you must feel in those here before you. I know I'm proud of what they have done and what they've achieved in just these short 3 years, and I can only envy and imagine what you can feel for the person you're here for today. So I want to thank you for all of your support always in this institution, but also thank you for helping them be the people that they are today. I am exceptionally proud of that. Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Karen Badger, Vice Dean of the College of Health Sciences, to speak a few words.
Good morning. It is my honor to welcome you on behalf of the College of Health Sciences and Dean Lephart, who regretfully could not be here this morning and sends his regards. We're excited to celebrate our 2025 Doctor of Physical Therapy graduates, an achievement well earned as a result of your dedication, talent, and hard work. I also extend a special welcome to our students' family members and friends. Thank you for being here today, and I echo what Dr. Pavian said. All of your support and encouragement that you've given to our graduates in so many ways throughout the years has made such a difference and has been vital to their success. And thank you to the faculty for the teaching, mentoring, advising, and guidance you have provided throughout their time with us so that our students could reach this milestone today and we could celebrate together. Graduates, you have risen to the demands of your work and shown the deep commitment required by the DPT program, all while balancing many responsibilities and challenges life has brought your way. And you have done so with grace and grit. When I asked some of your faculty to describe you as a class, several themes emerged. They spoke of your resilience, how you began this journey during a flood, faced another one this past year, and still showed up with determination. They described the community you built, a cohesive, respectful group that supported one another through challenges and celebrated each other's joys and successes. They described you as energetic, engaged, curious, and eager to learn to become great physical therapists. And they recognized your growth as you developed into thoughtful, compassionate professionals ready to step into the profession of physical therapists. These qualities, empathy, resilience, curiosity, and collaboration, will not only shape your clinical practice, but enrich your lives as you move forward. And you exemplify the program's mission to graduate excellent, caring practitioners who engage in evidence-based practice to better the health of others. You also join a group of dedicated healthcare colleagues in Kentucky and beyond, prepared to address many pressing unmet needs in our communities. Know that as physical therapists, you are essential members of the healthcare team. Your faculty has stressed the importance of interprofessional practice throughout the program and worked to ensure that you leave here as competent physical therapists, prepared to be strong contributors on a collaborative team. So you are entering the field equipped not only with clinical skills, but also with the insight and adaptability needed to thrive in dynamic, team-based care environments. As a social worker, I can attest to your importance through experiences in my own career. For over a decade, I worked at a pediatric burn unit and later as the manager of a medical social work division in a trauma center. In burns, my PT colleagues not only helped our kids and families heal, but also helped them get back to living, to go back home, to school, to jobs, and resume their lives after a catastrophic injury. In the trauma center, I saw the impact physical therapists made extend to every unit and service line. They not only helped their patients to regain function and independence, but they also instilled hope and offered a vision for a meaningful future, something that some patients and families found impossible to imagine from the seat they were in at the time. You leave here prepared to make that same kind of impact, bringing skill, compassion, and vision to your patients in their best and in their most challenging days. So as you step into your next adventure, remember that you are backed by a community that will always support you. Your classmates, your colleagues, and the faculty and staff here at the college stand ready to steady you during hardships, celebrate your successes, and encourage you in every endeavor. Wherever your path leads, you carry with you the strength of these shared experiences and our strong belief that you will thrive. While you're focused on taking care of others, remember too to care for yourselves. Approach your practice and lives with mindfulness. The healthcare system has been stressed with high demand for healthcare workers who are in critically short supply, including physical therapists. You are needed, and we are grateful you have responded to the call to serve. Your health and your well-being are fundamental to your calling. So stay connected and use your supports. So thank you for choosing the College of Health Sciences and making us part of your journey. We are all so proud of you and your accomplishments. We know we will hear wonderful things about the difference you will make in hundreds, if not thousands, of lives. Your impact will be tremendous. Congratulations.
Next, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker. Mike Muscarella is the Executive Director of Ambulatory Service at Baptist Health Paducah, where he worked for over 33 years. He earned a Doctor of Physical Therapy degree from the University of Kentucky and a Bachelor's of Science in Physical Therapy from Old Dominion University. He has been an immensely strong supporter of the UK PT program for as long as he's been in Paducah. Mike gives his message. Oh, Mike, come on, Mike, you're coming to give our message. We are thrilled that Mike has been such a close colleague and friend of the university and serves on our advisory board and answers the call in all ways that we relate to him. So thank you, Mike.
Good morning. Good morning to the graduates, dean, faculty, staff, family, and friends. Let me begin with a story. There was a therapist from a large urban area on the East Coast who had just started practicing home health in rural Kentucky. One afternoon, after visiting the local public library, he stepped off the curb a little too early, causing an oncoming car to brake abruptly. He didn't think much of it. After all, he had the right-of-way. A few days later, he arrived at a new patient's home to begin an evaluation. The patient's wife opened the door. After introductions, she paused and looked at him squarely in the eye. And he said, "I know you. You're the one who stepped off the curb in front of the library and made me stop suddenly." Busted. The therapist was stunned. What he thought was a minor moment had left a lasting impression. It took weeks to rebuild trust with that family. That experience taught him something profound. In small communities, your reputation walks ahead of you. And in healthcare, trust isn't just earned in the clinic. It's earned in every interaction, every moment, every choice. That story about the curb taught me about trust, but there were other lessons I wish I had known when I began my practice. Lessons that go beyond clinical skills. Let me share a few. First, don't spend more than you earn and pay off your student loans. Before my wife would marry me, she had one condition: pay off your student loan. At that time, in today's dollars, that was $63,665. Motivated, I moonlit with various practices and built a budget. I tracked every dollar, made sacrifices, stayed focused, and I paid it off. And today we've been married for 41 years. Financial freedom gives you professional freedom. It lets you choose your path, not just chase a paycheck. Second, see where your talent takes you. As you begin practicing, pay attention to what you're good at. Pay attention to what you enjoy. Build those skills, become an expert. You might pursue a specialty like CHT or OCS or NCS, or women's health. John Maxwell says that people will seek you out for your excellence. Develop that excellence, and your reputation and influence will grow into a successful career. Third, someone helped you get here, and now it's your turn. Many of those people are in this room right now. Take time to be a mentor. Help pathway others who dream of becoming physical therapists. Remove barriers. Share your story. When was the last time? Oh, and this week, write a thank you note to someone who helped you. A real one, handwritten, maybe not in cursive, but something that they can hold. When was the last time you received a note like that in the mail? It makes you feel seen. It makes you feel special. Be that kind of person for someone else. Fourth, you are a professional in a doctoring profession. It's important that you maintain your membership and support for the American Physical Therapy Association. APTA advocates on our behalf in Washington, Frankfurt, and across the country to ensure our patients have full access to our care. Just recently, the American Speech and Hearing Association fought for newly graduated speech-language pathologists in their CFY year to be paid for services. Medicare initially refused. But just 2 weeks ago, Medicare changed its guidelines, and now those services are reimbursed. That's the power of a professional organization. I've seen it firsthand in Kentucky for the last 44 years. It's why we have direct access. It's why we have protected the practice of physical therapy in the Commonwealth. Support the APTA. It supports you. Fifth, grow your network of influence. Blow up your contact list. I don't see any phones, but blow up your contact list. Build a network of resources that will help you become a better clinician and a better person. You started in this program 3 years ago with the students and faculty among you. It grew from that first day. Now it's time to take it to the next level with mentors, colleagues, and leaders who will refine your skills from novice to expert. Your network is your lifeline. Invest in it. Lastly, remember who you are because others do. Even when you think no one's watching, someone is. When I stepped off that curb 43 years ago, I had no idea how much people see what we do and learn who we are just because of our actions. In the end, the patient and his wife became great friends. They became great friends because they were gracious and forgiving toward me. That experience taught me that character is revealed in the small moments and relationships are built on grace. In closing, I'm proud of each of you for all you have accomplished. I look forward to seeing how you use your talent in the years to come. Congratulations to you. Celebrate large with your family and friends. You've earned it. And to the faculty and staff, you are incredible. You have taken these individuals from being students to being our peers. Bravo.
Next, I'd like to introduce Stephanie Reyes, who is here to speak on behalf of the class of 2025. Each year, the faculty discusses and identifies students who we feel can speak on behalf of the students, and then we also ask the students themselves who they would like to hear from. Stephanie, welcome.
Buenos días a todos. Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie Reyes, and I am incredibly honored and humbled to stand here today, not just as a physical therapy graduate, but as someone who left her hometown in Honduras at 18 years old with a dream and a heart full of hope. When I arrived in the United States, I knew this journey wouldn't be easy, but I also knew that every challenge would be worth it. And today, as I look out at my fellow graduates, I am reminded of the strength, resilience, and hard work that brought each one of us to this moment. But let's be honest, we faced many challenges over the last 3 years. We survived the monsters exams, the snowstorms, the TBLs, of course, the late night study sessions, the study marathons before the lab practicals, and the practicals that made us question our life choices, and also the clinicals that stretched us far beyond our comfort zones. And not only that, we also had to juggle life outside of school. And still, we showed up day after day. There were days that we wondered if we could do it all, and somehow we did. Every one of us brought more to this program than what showed up in the classroom. We brought resilience, and we brought heart. And we also brought humor too, of course. Because let's not forget the time when someone flipped a wheelchair when we were practicing wheelchair skills, or when our loud partners could feel our bodies shaking during our practicals because we were so nervous. Those moments reminded us that progress isn't always perfect, but it's real and it's also worth it. I asked a few of our professors also to describe our class in 2 words, and these are the words that they gave me. Stressful, I agree, gritty, generous, joyous, dynamic, resilient, cohesive, trailblazers, bold, limitless, and full of potential. So, to our professors, thank you for pouring your knowledge, your patience, your advice, and your jokes into us. Thank you for never letting us get away with being too vanilla or too vague, as someone here would say. I think we can all agree that your standards push us to think critically, to be bolder, and to show up as our best selves. To my classmates, you have been my family away from home. Over these 3 years, we've shared notes, tears, vent sessions, and laughs that kept us going. We have also celebrated each other's life milestones, and probably also went to too many UK basketball and football games. And we also built friendships that will last a lifetime. Thank you for making this tough road one filled with joy, connection, and way too many group chats. We came to this program with different stories and backgrounds, some of us older than others, like myself, and different reasons why we decided to pursue a doctorate in physical therapy. But together, we supported each other, and that diversity and closeness became one of our greatest strengths. To our family and friends, thank you for every word of encouragement, for your patience when we had nothing left to give, and for listening to our endless stories, even when they only made sense to us. Your love, support, and steady presence helped carry us to this moment. And to my family back in Honduras, thank you. Gracias, familia, for your unwavering support, your prayers, and your love. Even from miles away, you never stopped believing in me. So today, we walk across this stage, not just with a degree, but with a deeper understanding of what it means to work hard, care deeply, and push through the hardest seasons of life. Ahead of us lies a profession that is always evolving, but we have proven that we can adapt, we can lead, and we can care deeply. Our patients may not always remember every technique we use, but they will always remember how we make them feel. So let's go forward not just as physical therapists, but as advocates, as listeners, and as leaders. Let's serve with compassion, speak up for those who can't, and choose empathy, especially when it's hard. And always remember, it's not the degree that defines you, it's the decision to keep showing up when quitting felt easier. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it. We rose to every challenge inside and outside the classroom, and we didn't do it too vanilla. Thank you.
Next, we will begin our hooding. I invite faculty to come forward to start the process.
Lauren Ashton Tackett. Amanda Slater. Paige Nicole Freeman. Joshua Crank. Chad Noah Wood. Garrett Matthew Collins. Dalton Clay Stevens. Michael Moyers. Hannah Parker. Lauren Page Haney. Stephanie Reyes. Bradley Dalton. Michael Scott Flora. Caitlin Rose. Dwayne Connor. Hallie Elizabeth Turner. Shaylee Faith Turner. Grace Amelia Ladd. Emily Stillwell. Lillian Jennifer Baganetto. Kendall Renee Talley. Alyssa Peacock Akira. Caitlin Renee Wyckoff. Allison Rose Howard. Aubrey Rebecca Graves. Hannah Joe O'Brien. Sarah Marie Farrell. Isabella Ray Estes. Erica Missy Cooper. Carson Lynn Hunter. Isabel Nicole Fairbanks. Emily Vaughn Tweel. Anna Grace Fortier. Alexis Lene Stewart. Jesse Lee. Avani Lee Darty. Vivian Andrea Ortiz Guerrero. Madison Faith Hamilton Bennett. Yehor Vittel. Patrick Cody Veach. James Kilkenny, Sir. Levi Spencer Wiggins. Parker John Besick. Cody Raymond Scales. Samuel Clark Walters. Nicholas Floyd Hoskins. Keegan Morris Settle. Sarah Halleck Barker. Anna Urbanowitz. Peyton Haley Bush. Kennedy Howard Letcher. Lauren Margaret Roby. Tegan Alexis Strain Nelson. Sydney Dehart Patton. Mandy Evelyn Keaton. Rebecca Hope Etzroth.
Well, I want to be the first-ish to congratulate the class of 2025 Doctors of Physical Therapy. Next, we'll move on to the presentation of awards and recognition. I invite faculty to attend the stage here. Our first award and recognition is our Academic Excellence Award. This award recognizes 2 students in the top 10% of the class that is evaluated based on their grade point average, but also further evaluated by the faculty to identify 2 awardees. This is in recognition of true excellence in an academic fashion, not only exemplified by high performance of grades, but active participation in classes and continuous inquiry. The first awardee, I was waiting for her to get her picture, is Becca Elsroth. What's that? And the second awardee is Lauren Haney. Our next category is for outstanding service. The facets that makes a professional program involve not only research, teaching, education, excelling in the classroom, but then also commitment to service, both professional and community service. We push this on our students at all times throughout the program. To be an exemplar professional really takes a dedication to service. We have a ton of this, and I think our students should be commended on the volume of things that they do. I always laugh to myself saying, often I don't even know what you all are up to until I see it on social media, because there's that much going on, and I think that is a true testament to all of your all's commitment. As faculty reviewed this, we identified one student who demonstrated a high volume of both professional and community service outreach. While there's numerous of you who should be commended on this and identified, we identified one student, and that was Katie Rose. Next, it's, yep.
It is such a joy to see all of you. The University of Kentucky Center of Excellence in Rural Health was established in 1990, yes, that was before I graduated, to address health disparities in rural Kentucky, including a chronic shortage of health professionals and the poor health status of residents. The center accomplishes this mission through education, research, service, and community engagement. Each year, a DPT graduate that exemplifies this mission is selected to receive the UKPT Student Excellence in Rural Health Award. I am pleased to announce that this year, we actually have 2 recipients of that award. And so I'm excited to welcome to the stage Bradley Dalton and Kennedy Letcher.
Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm here to present the research award for this year. Within our program, the students get to study a whole bunch of things: anatomy, physiology, how to take care of our patients in general. But another thing that they learn is evidence-based practice. And where we get our evidence to treat our patients is from research. And research is really what moves our profession forward and proves that what we do matters. The students have an opportunity to take part in faculty-led research projects, and many of them got to present their findings at both state and national conferences. So again, this award could probably go to many students, but we did identify somebody who did stand out and went above and beyond, particularly in helping me with my research. She learned advanced technologies on how to analyze qualitative data in order to report on some of the most underserved patients in our populations and be able to communicate their lived experiences. Her assistance in this study has been invaluable, and by this time next year, she will be a published author. So this year's research award goes to Amanda Slater.
Every year, Patrick asks us to perform an impossible task. As a director and associate director of clinical education, we're asked to identify a student, this year 2 students, to receive the Clinical Practice Excellence Award. Many of you all know that our students spend 30% of their time with us out in the clinic. They have volunteer clinical instructors who work with them day in and day out to help them navigate the gray of the book learning to what actually happens in the clinic, and students understand our answer of "it depends." As our students navigate all of this, they learn to think about the ways they think, they navigate difficult conversations, and they practice the skills they've learned. If the days sound busy, they are. All the while, our students are learning life continues, just as we have heard time and again today. If there were a soundtrack to clinical education, it would be a banger for sure, but it would probably include a mashup between a couple of songs. I think "We Didn't Start the Fire" might be one of them, because so many things have been happening outside of learning. The cycle of life continues. Babies are born. Students, family members reach the end of life. Some students struggle parenting along with their clinicals. Students face health situations, travel situations, airline issues, flat tires, attempted carjackings, and other dilemmas. Nature happened, as we have referred to a lot. Floods, tornadoes, tsunamis, a hurricane in Kentucky, wintry mixes. All of these have happened with this cohort with us. I think the second part of this mashup could be "I'm still standing," because students continue to grow despite all the other pieces of life that happen around them. Each of you all have carved an amazing path so far as you're moving toward that first job of your career. How do we identify these students? We're going to ask Hannah Barker to come forward. Hannah? Yeah. Hannah had a little extra pressure at her site because sometimes we had to request, "Could you please take a student for us?" when they hadn't necessarily, and we sent them a student who flourished time and again. Thank you, Hannah. Parker Bissick, please also come forward. While he's coming forward, we'll explain how we could pick Parker. Everywhere he went, his CI said, I asked him to bring 1 article, 2 articles, he brought 6, referenced these in discussions, and pushed himself into every challenging site possible. Parker also had to use his CPR training, which all of us hope never to have to do. So thanks to all of you all in the class of 25 for your work in learning across all your settings, and for all of your villages who help support you. Carry these lessons forward and let these shape the PT that you are becoming. Thank you.
Next, we'll have some additional special recognitions. I invite Dr. Kelly, Dr. Odell, and Dr. Hazel to the stage.
Project Carrot, or Coordinating and Assisting the Reuse of Assistive Technology, is a program that collects, refurbishes durable medical equipment, and distributes it to people in need. The UK Center of Excellence in Rural Health is at the heart of this program. This program is coordinated by Dr. Patrick Kitzman, who is unfortunately unable to be here today. Students are major contributors to this effort, and some students distinguish themselves by their contributions. At this time, I would like Stephanie Reyes and Lauren Haney to stand and be recognized for their work with Project Carrot.
Class of 2025, it's a pleasure to stand here and see you in this moment of success. As the faculty coordinator for the student-run pro bono clinic, Samaritan's Touch, I have the honor of recognizing 29 students from the Lexington cohort who provided service to our community throughout the second year of their program, and a few of you into the third, as you covered. The mission of Samaritan's Touch Clinic is to assume a leadership role in improving the health and well-being of the underserved population in Lexington, Kentucky by providing PT services and providing a setting for student community service and early clinical exposure. Many of you were very nervous about that opportunity of first interacting with a patient, taking a history, working with individuals, and you were extremely successful. The students manage the clinic and patients 2 evenings a week throughout the entire year. There were 30 to 50 patient visits a month. That's over 350 patient appointments per calendar year. That shows the impact of your service on the community, as well as the 25 to 30 supervising both faculty from your program and community PTs who supervise in the program. I would first like the students who served in a management role. I'm going to name all of them and then you can applaud. So that's Katie Wyckoff and Allie Howard as student managers, and nightly coordinators, Grace Ladd, Lily Paganetto, Isabel Fairbanks, and Bella Estes. Please stand. And this team of leaders, which I couldn't help coordinate this clinic without, was supported on all of our patients by a large number, so 29 of you all together. So the rest of you, please stand. Everyone is instrumental in this clinic. So I want to thank you all for your service and dedication. I'm going to put a plug in, just like Mike Mascarella did, that after the next year of practice, for those of you who stay in Lexington, I will hit you back up so you can be a supervising PT in the clinic, because you know how critical that service is to both your learning and to the patients in our community. So thank you all for that service.
So each year, in the first year, students elect officers, and those officers serve throughout the 3 years in a variety of ways. Most important, at the top of that pyramid would be the presidents of each class. So would Michael Flora for Hazard and Viviana Ortiz Guerrero for Lexington please stand up? And stay standing. Stay standing, please. So along with them, other officers are elected and do work throughout the years. I can't even remember all of them, but fundraising, social chairs, historian, all contribute to moving the class forward and making memories and raising money and do all those things that are part of professionalism. So would the other officers of the Hazard and Lexington cohorts please stand up? Thank you.
Last, we have some additional recognitions to be commended on. And those are students who were recognized by the College of Health Sciences at their spring event and spring ceremony. We had several students recognized at the college level this spring, and I asked that they just simply stand and be recognized. The 2 outstanding student awards received from the College of Health Sciences were Lauren Haney and Anna Urbanowitz. And a new award that was recognized at the college level was the Wigginton Perseverance Award, and that was to Stephanie Reyes. Again, this is a special recognition. This is a special event for all of these graduates. It takes a village, as you see, all of the participation. It takes leaders, and it takes followers, and every now and then it takes someone just to be a good support. I recognize that all of you have done this with each other. This is your day. This is your day to be recognized by us as faculty, by the University of Kentucky, and this is the day that you can put a stamp on your name to say, I am a doctor of physical therapy. And I am proud of that. I'm proud of you all for how far you've come. So own today and own tomorrow. I can't wait to see where you all go in the future. To parents, family, friends, I thank you genuinely for developing these adults into who they are today. They are who they are because of you and because of your unwavering support, and I thank you for that. I also thank you for trusting this excellent faculty in their efforts to help polish these young adults into new professionals. Faculty, I thank you for all of your dedication and hard work over the years with each and every one of these students. This will close our ceremony today. I want to give one final recognition and round of applause for the DPT class of 2025 here at the University of Kentucky. This will conclude our ceremony. Please meet your graduate at the reception next door for some celebration.